Why your attitude and how you behave matters to tall, rich, good-looking men. Part 1. Welcome back to the channel, ladies. In this video, I will cover why your attitude and behavior matters when attracting and retaining high-value, high-status men. Your behavior when it comes to dating is equally, if not more important than your looks. Pretty girls are a dime a dozen, but pretty girls with great personalities and who are a real asset in a man's life are as rare as hen's teeth. The truth is, if you are drop dead gorgeous, there's often little incentive for any kind of personal growth or development, because if every man is falling at your feet, why would you bother? But when it comes to securing yourself a high value, high status man, looks can't just be enough. And that's because he will have had lots of pretty girls and will know he can get them, and therefore will not be tolerant to bad behavior as a low status man. If you're the only pretty girl a lower status man has had, then he will be much more forgiving of bad behavior than a high status, high value man. Your behavior is also a reflection on the status of your man. For example, if I were to go to some sort of informal business, get together with other business people to throw around ideas and see if there are any opportunities. And it's casual, so that means bring wives and partners. Let's say the other guys show up with their wives and girlfriends, and their wives and girlfriends are calm, feminine, submissive, stylish, and modestly dressed, and are making their men look good. Then I turn up with my girlfriend who's loud, belligerent, tells me to shut up, wants to talk about her OnlyFans and how many guys she's been with, starts getting wasted, wants to know what that girl over there keeps staring at, etc. The other men there are not going to take me seriously or respect me. They will think if this girl is the best this guy can get, then he isn't who he claims he is. They will also question my judgment in choosing such a girl and wonder whether that poor judgment extends to my business decisions. Thus, will be much less likely to want to do business with me, making a woman like that a huge liability any man would be better off without. Another thing to consider is that your morals and values are reflected in your behavior, and any high status, high value man will want good morals and values passed on to his children. Even something like basic table manners say a lot about how you've been raised. If you're the sort of girl who shovels food into her mouth and then loudly spits it back in the face of your partner while you're talking, or can't hold a knife properly, then you're not going to be able to teach my children how to do that, as the mother is the primary carer. To me, or any high value man, a thing like this is important. As the saying goes, manners maketh the man. What good manners indicate is that someone has been socialized properly and that spending time with them won't become irritating. It's a similar thing in job interviews. If you can see someone is well mannered, the thought of spending 8 to 10 hours a day face to face with them would suggest they're less likely to start irritating you. There is lot of information available on perfect table matters and matters in general. I highly recommend you to research it, as it of primal importance when attracting and retaining a high value men. As they say, good manners cost nothing but mean everything. Education. Education is extremely important. High value men value education because they want their children to be educated, and they have seen how quality education has benefited them. In today's modern world, with the wonders of the internet, there is no excuse for being completely uneducated. The good news is that you're watching this video, and even better, subscribing to my channel. You clearly value education. I'm not saying you need a degree from Harvard to be educated. In my opinion, most degrees are grossly overrated and even more overpriced, but it's more about the willingness to learn, which you definitely have again if you're watching this video. Being educated is more about being able to hold a stimulating conversation, having some sort of a clue about what's going on in the world, and an opinion worth listening to. If you're very good looking, but all you can talk about is painting your nails, then you're just going to get used and will bounce from one man to the next because your looks are all you have to offer. Having appreciation for education is also very important to high value men because they want their children to be educated. No one wants a mother who says to their kids, "Don't worry about doing your homework. I never bothered, and it never did me any harm." I'm doing a part 2 to this video, so please like, subscribe, and ask any questions in the comments, and I'll make a video to answer your questions.